let's understand emotions better and why they're there. Everything is divine, everything is there fulfilling a purpose, but everything follows the movement of expansion and evolution. The universe is constantly expanding. You are the universe expressing itself through you. So you have an infinite universe inside of you in your experience. So you always, whether you're conscious of that or not, you have an urge to evolve. And an urge to evolve means an urge to transcend. So if I'm tired and I don't want to do anything, I can be tired physically, right? But if my mind is just tired, which is going to happen sometimes, okay? But if you're really feeling tired and you're always tired, right? You're more tired, much more tired than not tired, much more tired than excited. Is because and by being tired, what does that mean? It means you don't want to do anything, right? If you don't want to do anything, is because you're not doing anything. And I don't mean this in a negative way. You might be working a lot, you might be working too much, but you're not doing anything in the sense of your expansion. You might be doing something you don't want to do. You might be doing something that you put your trust on, but that actually you were made. You feel like you're made for more. You feel like you could be doing more. So you're tired and you don't want to do anything. So you want to sit still, or you just not sit still, but you just feel like you don't want to do anything. You want to be stagnant at that moment, right? That means that in a in the macro, your energy is stagnant. Your energy is not doing anything. The creative energy, the energy that transcends self-interest, the energy that cares about others, the energy that creates whatever they want to create, the energy that creates and moves towards what you consider success, not what society considers success, what you consider success. Maybe you're not working with the thing that you want to work with. So inside of that scenario, you need to find ways to apply this transcendence and this expansion in the situation that you are in, right? But we need to understand that these things that I'm not supposed to just feel like I have no energy for long periods of time. I'm not supposed to feel sad for long periods of time. I'm not supposed to be unhealthy for and sick all the time, more frequently than not, or feeling sad more frequently than not, feeling tired more frequently than not. These are signals for you to follow. They're like evidences, right? That something has to change. It's your very energetic compass telling you what to do. If you're sad, that comes from frustration, you know, and we can be frustrated because we're too limited in our own self-interest, or we're resisting greater levels of love and purpose and service and compassion and forgiveness that want to flow through us. But the limited survival drive is keeping us stagnant, and that contrast, or that conflict creates a lot of friction. And you think you're gonna be excited with that. It's like you have two different forces inside of you. one one wants to come go forward, move forward, and the other one is holding you back. What does that look like? You're like you're trying to go, but something's holding you. That's frustrating. It doesn't make sense. When things fit, when you open your awareness and realize that it's about the everything and not just about your immediate thing, and that these energies exist to guide you towards creating the thing that excites you. That means working with it, making that your work, or you know having some type of service that you're doing for the collective, for your community or the great community of the planet. But is in this transcendence of embodying the greater you that you actually transcend and overcome the lower layers of experience. They're only there for you to transcend. They're only there because there is a continuation, a continuum. They're only here for you to, because there are other levels for you to go up. Otherwise, they wouldn't. It, otherwise, your entire life would be one of lower vibration, one of lower levels of emotion, lower level of quality of emotion, quality of mental patterns, right? So it's important for us to look at how we're feeling more frequently than not. How we're feeling. Am I feeling like unmotivated? Well, like that's not normal. It's normal. It's not normal. It's there to make you see something. It's trying to show you something, right? Don't believe when somebody tells you you're supposed to be like tired. You feel sad sometimes. I mean, look, if I'm doing something I love, if I'm serving my community and I'm transcending beyond myself, there is an underlying joy that comes with it. Sadness might come eventually, but this is only a process of cleanup that you continue to do until you clean your energy so much that by doing the things that are sustainable and inherently effective and constructive, you will transcend these levels of emotion, these lower levels of emotion. So don't just buy into the lie that you're supposed to be feeling like every other day you're going to get sick, every other week you're going to get sick, every other uh, week you're going to be unmotivated and sad. There's they're there for a reason, okay? You can take charge of the mechanics and change this. They're there for a reason. You need to lubrify that part of the machine so we can start moving in the direction of what it is, in the direction of not what your little me wants, because the universe tells you to do things that sometimes your little me is going to be, it's going to be, keep just simply wanting to keep you in survival, just just coping with reality, not really thriving. And that coping, if extended to a long period of time, it's gonna result in emotions of coping. You get tired of coping eventually. You get tired. You get frustrated of coping. You know, eventually, and your organism breaks down. So You might get sick if the underlying dimension is coping. We need to transcend. And I'm not saying it's easy because we live in a society that has taught us to cope and has told us that coping is the right path. But we're waking up more and more to realizing that there are higher principles. These higher principles have to be followed for a sustainable existence and life to be experienced and to emerge. So don't believe the lie that tells you that feeling sad is okay. Feeling tired in the negative sense of the word. You can be tired after a long day of work. You still live in a physical reality. You have a physical body. You will have to replenish. You will have to re-energize yourself and regenerate your vitality, right? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying has different levels of understanding, okay? Tired more often than not, like unmotivated, uninspired. Where is that coming from? That's coming from, you know, stagnancy, when you suppress your own potential. And by opening our transcendence to these things, then we can realize why they're there, and we can transcend that. So